So, you have a hockey jersey for me?
Yes, sir, I do. It's for the Minnesota Whitecaps. They're a professional women's hockey team.
Oh, what's their deal?
I just told you, they're hockey-playing women.
Oh, hockey-playing women are tight.
So I figure we can start with kind of a black base, even though black jerseys are kind of everywhere nowadays.
Yeah, there do seem to be too many blacks around.
Please never phrase it that way outside of this context ever again.
Oh, my bad.
So we can keep the black base design that we've had, and on the shoulders I was thinking we could put this watermark design of waves.
Are there waves in Minnesota?
I don't know. Well, Minnesota is the land of 10,000 lakes, which I thought were notoriously more placid in nature and, you know, devoid of waves. Well, the design and the colors are going to look really cool together, so I'm going to need you to go ahead and climb off my back on this one.
Dismounting.
So for the crest, we can go in a couple of different directions. It's kind of open-ended. It can serve as waves, an M, or a W.
Have it look like a shark.
What?
Yeah, have it look like a big ol' shark fin.
Are there sharks in Minnesota?
I don't think so.
Then why am I making it look like a shark fin?
Just trust me, people on Twitter are going to think it looks like a shark fin, so we're just gonna go ahead and lean into it.
Well, okay then. You do love sharks.
Big ol' sharks.
So yeah, that's about it. Now this team, what league did you say they were in? Well, I was thinking they could start out in the Western Women's Hockey League, which would in turn compete in the playoffs for the Canadian Women's Hockey League.
An American team in a Canadian league? How's that gonna work?
Well, they win the Clarkson Cup in 2010, and the CWHL is going to have another American team, the Worcester Blades, in 2018.
Oh, how's that gonna go?
Not great.
Okay then.
So Minnesota is going to leave the CWHL in 2011 after the WWHL gets absorbed, and Minnesota is going to become an independent barnstorming team.
Barnstorming? That's a fun word.
And in 2018, they're going to join up with the American Women's Hockey League, the NWHL.
Starting new in an already existing league entirely based on the East Coast? That's going to be really difficult.
Actually, it's going to be super easy. Barely an inconvenience.
Really?
Yeah, they're pretty much going to run away with the regular season title and win the Isobel Cup pretty easily. They're even going to beat last year's runner-up, the Buffalo Beauts, which is going to be pretty funny because they were by far the most proactive team in the offseason in terms of player acquisition and ownership.
So you're saying a Buffalo team is going to fall short in the championship game multiple years in a row?
Whoops.
Whoopsie.
That poor city will never feel joy.
So who's on this team anyway?
Well, their most famous player is going to be Kendall Coyne Schofield.
Oh, what's her deal?
She's an Olympic gold medalist for USA Hockey, and she's going to have one of the fastest times at the NHL All-Star Game Speed Lap contest.
Oh wow, that's got to win the respect of the hockey community at large and force a national audience to take her seriously.
Nah, Pierre McGuire's going to talk down to her like she's 5 and tell her, "I'll be your cage tonight."
Oh my god.
Yeah, not great.
So who else is on the team?
Well, there's Olympian Hannah Brandt.
Wow.
Olympian Lee Steckline.
Wow, wow.
And reigning goaltender of the year, Amanda Levier.
Wow, wow, wow.
Are you okay?
I just love when things are listed for me.
Well, okay then.
So what's going on in women's hockey nowadays? I bet with such a loyal growing fan base, a good product on the ice, and the Whitecaps turning a profit, things are going great.
Well,
What's wrong?
Well, see, the thing about that is that everything is burning.
What?
Yeah, the CWHL folded back on May 1st after 12 years.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and like 200 players have decided that they're going to go on strike next season.
Jesus, what are they striking for?
Better salaries, health benefits, and some other stuff that really hasn't been publicly specified.
Can they get that?
I don't know.
Well, what happens if this doesn't work out the way they want it to? Wouldn't this, in effect, kill the NWHL? What happens then?
I don't know.
Is this the kind of thing that can even be resolved in one summer?
Listen, this is super complicated and nuanced, and even those close to the situation don't really have a great grasp on what's happening or what the next step is or whether the league even has the support or the means to provide what's being asked for. At the end of the day, though, we should be rooting for a resolution benefiting the players because labor movements generally should be supported, especially when it's in the name of gender equality.
Fair enough. Viva la revolution.
So anyway, what do you think of the design?
Well, it sounds great. Good product on the ice, good design. I'd give it a 6.8 out of 10. I don't think it's perfect. The crest takes a little getting used to, and the number font is a little big for my taste, but I think that even the people who don't like it at first will come around to it over time because it's so creative and endearing.
That's a very thorough explanation.
One last thing, though. Don't you think having a team so far away from the other four is going to cause some problems?
Like what?
I don't know. What if there are problems with the weather or something? Wouldn't that make flight arrangements super complicated and cause some havoc with the scheduling?
Yeah, I don't see that being an issue.
Yeah, you're right. What's the worst that could happen?